Today we're going to talk about the second conditional of f. The second conditional. In the first conditional we talk the previous lecture. It was f plus present simple, and after this will be will plus infinitive. If I study hard, I will pass the exams. If I study hard, I will pass the exams. This was the first conditional. But today we are going to take the second conditional. As we see in the structure here, it starts with f plus past symbol, and after this it will be would or could plus the infinitive. Again, f plus past symbol plus would the infinitive, or I can use could and the infinitive. We use here the second condition of f to talk about a situation that's not true in the present or in the future. It's an imaginary situation. This is not true. It's just comes from my mind. It's just a dream. Okay, let's look at examples. If I won $1 million, I would buy a new car. If I won $1 million, I would buy a new car. So now I don't have $1 million, so I couldn't buy a new car. But if I won $1 million, I would buy a new car. This is an imaginary situation. Okay, it's not real. If I were you, I would quit smoking. If I were you, I would quit smoking. Here I use if I were you. This is for advice, making advice or giving advice. If I were you, I would quit smoking. Okay, this is an expression we use to give advice. If I were you. And let's look at the third example. If I were the president, I would lower taxes. If I were the president, I would lower taxes. I am not the president, so I can't lower the taxes, but I imagine that if I were the president, I would lower taxes. The first one, they would stay longer if they had more time. They would stay longer if they had more time. Okay, this is also an imaginary situation. They don't have time, so they wouldn't stay. If I won $1 million, I could stop working. Again, if I won $1 million, I could stop working. I don't have $1 million also, so I have to work. Okay, so this is not true in the present or in the future. If I had more free time, I could travel around the world. If I had more free time, I could travel around the world. So I don't have free time, so I couldn't travel around the world. So the second conditional here talks about an imaginary situation that's not true, the situation that's not real in the present or in the future. So here I use the second conditional. If I need to talk about a dream or anything, if I won $1 million, I would buy a palace. This is just a dream. Just it comes from my imagination, not true. So I use the second conditional. Let's sum up. So here's structure of the second conditional: if plus past simple plus would and infinitive. If plus past simple plus would and infinitive. And here we talk about the imaginary situation in the present or in the future. Okay, I hope this is all understandable, and thank you. I'll meet you inshallah next time. Thank you.